Hello Reborners, my name is Karen and this is Making Reborn Dolls with Karen. I'm not even going to have a baby on the table. I just am so overly excited about getting my boxes in the mail that I wanted to go on and open them, and we are going to fix up that box for the contest. I officially have one person entered. One person did all that I asked and I entered their name in the contest. So if you haven't entered yet, you're going to find out in this video everything that's going to be in the box. I'm going to pack it. This box is one that I ordered. It's got 2 more of them black brushes, and I'm just stuck on these brushes now. I've got the 3 paints that I promised would be in there. It's going to be Pyro Red number 2, Ethnic Lip Nail and Blush, and Flesh 05. It also has some limbs I ordered just to keep on hand. I can't remember whose limbs these are. I want to say they're Skya, but I'm not sure. But they're just a 19-inch doll's limbs. So if I get a doll whose limbs I don't like, I have limbs to replace them. They're now selling their limbs 1 limb at a time. It used to be the set of arms and the set of legs, but now it's not. And my other box, this one's heavy, and it's got that entire Reborn beginner kit. This is what you'll get if you order a beginner kit. Now this kit comes with a doll, a body, and all the things that you're supposed to need. We're going to check it out and see. This is supposed to be everything that you need to make, let's say, 1 doll. Some of the stuff will have leftovers that you can use on another doll, and some won't. So let's see what's in it. I want to witness it for myself. What's in it? They give you some of just about everything. Just about every little thing. Most of this stuff will be in the box too. I might even use this box. It's so nice and big. If it fits this whole beginner kit, then it ought to fit what I'm sending. Now, they give you a packing slip, and this packing slip is itemized. So you can really see what each different component costs you in the kit. Now, it wouldn't cost that by itself, because at the time these were on sale, you couldn't get an Autumn kit for $30. She's $30 on this. Here she is. I'm keeping Autumn. I wanted her particularly, so I ordered the Autumn beginner kit. And here's her body. Now here's the plugs and rings. These, if you ordered the bundle, you can also order a kit bundle. You would get plugs and rings for that too. Here are leg rings, I guess. I don't see one for her neck. These are leg rings, I'm sure of it. And these would be her arm rings. Huh, that's weird. That's a neck ring. That's bigger. There must be another ring in here that I can't see. Here is the paint thinner. It comes in this little bitty bottle. It's 8 ounces. And then there's this. Yeah, they didn't send. Here's her COA. They didn't send the right number of rings. Here's 2 arm rings. That one's bigger than that one. So this is a neck ring, I guess. And this would be a leg ring. But I didn't get 2 leg rings. I don't understand. And these are plugs. One would be her neck, and 2 her legs, and 2 her arms. And then this is the rest of the kit. It's in a bundle. You see, it's all together in this little bag. Well, this great big bag, actually. It's number 2263 Newborn Supply Kit. And it has an itemized list in here of what's supposed to be in here. So we're going to go through it one item at a time and see what we have. I don't really care about the rings. I don't really use them. If one's missing, oh well. You get 4 ounces of angel silk, which this will be on the box. You get a test limb. This looks like Steven's arm, but see, it has a flaw. It's a flawed test limb. You see, it has a hole right there in the flame. which wouldn't hurt it, but it's beyond the scope of what they'd call normal. And it's a little too bent, it looks like. You get this little paint palette thing. That'll be in the box too. You get, oh, I ordered one of these, a razor comb. You get a razor comb. You get the little mushroom tool. That'll be in the box for sure. And I believe this is going to be needles. These are cut needles. These aren't like the ones that you buy that have the little handle thing on them. These are cut so that they'll go in this little mushroom tool. That'll be in the box too. You get a pair of eyelashes and some hair. No choice on color. This looks like light brown to me. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm going to take it out and look at it. Or maybe it's medium brown. I don't know. It's certainly darker than the color I got. Let's put it that way. When I ordered. This is not marked. Okay. It's not marked as to what color it is. You get eyelashes too, which these are what they call their wispy. No, these are the brown. These are the Bountiful Baby lashes. See, they're very long, and you would need to cut them. They're just too long. Make them look like they have false eyelashes on. And we don't need that on our baby. Okay, I'm going to get that back in this bag. So probably this hair, which is not enough to do a doll unless you make extremely, extremely sparse hair. And some people do, so. There's the instruction manual. Now this is downloadable and printable, but this is the full color one. It shows you how to use the paints, in their opinion, how to use the paints. You don't have to follow this, but you can. It shows how to put veins on. Oh my goodness, those are dark veins. How to mix the paints in the paint palette. How to sponge it on the doll like you don't know how to use a sponge. Oh, they're putting the paint. Oh my goodness. They're putting the paint right from the jar. They didn't mix it with any paint thinner. And they're putting it on the sponge and using it that way. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a cakey looking doll. And they're just dotting on some blush in little dots. Oh wow, this is weird. No, not me. I wouldn't be making no doll that way. And then they're tipping the nails. This doll is funky looking. Anyway, you get this. I'm going to send it in the box. I don't want it. I will never follow that. You also get Denise Pratt's Reborn doll making video, which isn't very helpful. I just think it's junk, but I'll include it in the box. They give you, what is it, 20 maybe? 15? I don't know, I didn't count them. Swabs, pointy swabs. They give you this little bottle of Gem Tack. That'll be in the box as well. Here is the paint set. It is, they threw in creases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 things in here. Okay. 9 paints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then they threw in creases. Creases is not part of the set. As you can see, these right here are wrapped up again inside this bag, and then they threw in the creases separate. But I will be including in there the 3 that I named out. There are hemostats in here, and these are heavy-duty, big old hemostats. Okay, they're punching out the bottom of the bag. You get sponges. Well, that's a lot of sponges. Here is a pair of knee highs. Here is Eileen's Paper Glaze. A lot of these things I already have included in the box. Here is a set of brushes, also included in the box already. And this is believe it or not, glass. They send you some glass. 4 pounds. 4 1-pound bags. I'm going to keep that. Sorry. I need it real bad. My glass has run out completely, and I don't have the money to replenish it. So I'm going to try to pack this box now with all the goodies that I just took out, all the goodies that I'm going to be sending, and we're going to go over them one by one, and I'm going to say I'm including it in the box. The first thing I'm including is a doll kit. I have a box full of stuff down here already that I am including, and a doll kit is in here if I can find it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a messy, messy thing to do. Complicated, let's put it that way, not messy. Because this box is overflowing. It's a smaller box. And it's actually overflowing with things that I already put together for the box. Oh my goodness. But we're going to go over them one by one so that you can know what you're getting if you enter the contest. I want everybody to know they're not getting a box of junk. It's all stuff you can use. It's all helpful items that will help you in your reboarding process. First of all, we have Blake. Well, here is his COA. He is a discontinued, sold out kit. Here's his kit in this bag. Oh, my nose is itching. Okay, then I included bottles and bottles of plenty good sealer that you can use. It's nothing wrong with this sealer. Sealer is expensive, and you'll find that, you know, it's hard to come by. Here are the paints that I was throwing in with the beginner kit. The beginner paints. Here's some more paints I'm throwing in. Arlene's Paper Glaze. Gem Tack Glue. And I had a pair of knee-highs already in the box, but I'm going to put this one in there because it's wrapped. And I'll put this one back. I open mine up and get rid of all that paper all at one time. Well, there goes the box. Now I get to pack it again. Y'all be patient with me. This box will not be a surprise. You will know what's in it before you get it. Oh, me. I mean, if you watch the video. Okay. All right. Here are the needles and the little needle tool. Here are sponges. And I also have another pack of sponges. It's down in this box and I can't find it right now, but I will come across it. It is down in there somewhere. Oh, there it is. I found it. Here's the other pack of sponges. That's 2 packs of sponges. Okay, I'm including this little tray that you can mix paint in. This has got to be packed in a precise way or everything will not fit in. You need to fill every little corner with things to make everything fit. There we go. You're going to get Denise Pratt's video. I think it's junk, but you can have it. You're going to get this booklet, also a piece of junk in my opinion. You're going to get this ruby red hair. It's a brown color, and this these eyelashes. You can get the plugs and rings. I won't use them on any doll. I have no use for them. Where's the rest of them? You can get this paint palette, the test lamp. I also won't use that. Here's the rest of the rings. I hope I can get all this in here. This is a lot of stuff. I'm hoping to get this angel silk in there, but it takes a lot of room. I need something to lay this on. Let's see if I can move this box closer by twirling it. My box, get closer. There we go. Okay, we're gonna have these very nice pipettes. They're not like the ones you get from Doll Groups. These work. Oh, that's my box. Okay, I still have more stuff. Here are the paint brushes. It's one whole set, plus a few extra detail brushes. Scent wafers. Sea sponges. There's another pipette. Baby hospital bracelets. These little blankets. I wish I could get more in the box. I really, really do. I'm going to be smashing the stuff down to get it all in there. I still have a bunch more stuff that needs to go in there. I'm rolling these up because they fit better if you roll them up. At least a little better. I'm going to be smashing the stuff down to close the box. 2 outfits. They're both boy outfits, though. Last time I sent girl outfits. This time they're boy outfits. One's blue, one's tan. Okay. Also, as much of this stuff as I can get in there. Here are diaper covers, hats, bibs, more hats and bibs and diaper covers, and a swaddler. Yeah, we're gonna have to smash. There's still a lot more stuff in this box. It may or may not fit. I don't know. I'm gonna be cramming them in corners. They're little pacifiers and things. A bottle of my favorite super glue. Pencils. Exodus oil. Very valuable Exodus oil. Popsicle sticks to mix your paint with. The baby knee-high socks. A crocheted hat. Some of this I showed on another video. And this is everything. The armature, pieces of an armature. Oh, this is heavy. This box is heavy. And I'm going to be trying to cram this down in there where I can close the box. I shouldn't need to wrap this box, but I might have to wrap it because it could pop open. Oh, that is very gonna be tight. Yep, it's gonna be a Poochie box. Let's put it that way. This is the same box that the Big O kit came in, but they had it shrink wrapped. I don't know if that helped it stay in the box or not, but I'll be wrapping this box later and getting it ready to go. On the day of the end of the contest, when I draw the name, I will already have the box ready to go, and I will have already scheduled a pickup. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't get the polyfill in there. I hope you don't need polyfill really, really bad, because it wouldn't go in the box. I think there's much more valuable stuff in there than polyfill that you'd like to have, probably more than you'd like to have polyfill. But that is the box. It is full, full, full. Can't get anything else in there. So, if you haven't joined the contest yet, I'm going to remind you of all the things you need to know. Number 1, you need to be a subscriber with a public profile. Number 2, you need to get 3 people to also subscribe to my channel with a public profile. And if you do that, I will enter you into the contest. Oh, these COAs are getting smaller. Can y'all tell? Look how little that COA is. It's much littler than the other ones. the contest is going to end on Martin Luther King Day, whatever day that is, I don't remember. And at that time, I will announce how many people we have. We have one right now. One person has informed me that they did what I asked. Oh, I meant to get this in there too, and it just won't fit. I'm sorry. Everything won't fit in the box. Anyway, I checked her out, and she did what I said, so she is entered. So if nobody else enters, she will be getting the box. That's the way it works when you only have one person. And last time, I only had 2 people. The time before that, I had 1 person. The time before that, I think I had 4 people. Or 3, I don't know. I'm expecting for sure 1 more person to enter. She's already informed me she's getting people. And she hasn't informed me that she has them yet. But as soon as she does, I will check it out and put her name in too. Now, here's the kit I got that I was keeping. It is Autumn. She is a cute doll. I've made an Autumn and she sold really quick. So I'm going to make another one. I like her. And she's got nice limbs as well. Her limbs are very cute. Some dolls have cuter limbs than other ones. She has pretty nice limbs, I think. That's an arm. Here's a leg. She's got a nice chubby little leg. Let's see her other arm. Here it is. She's got 2 balled up fists. I'm not real fond of balled up fists, but one thing that happens when you have balled up fists is a lot of times one of their fingers will completely obscure another finger and you won't have to paint that fingernail. And here's another one. She says 19.5. This is a 20-inch body, I'm pretty sure, that came with her. 35.85, I believe that's a 20-inch body. Now here's Skaya's limbs that I ordered separate. I think it's Skaya. Yeah, it says Skaya on the... She's probably just a 19-inch doll. I don't remember for sure, but I wanted to show you how close their limbs are going to be. They almost look like the same limbs. Almost. See, they're almost exactly the same size. This is what I was talking about when you're switching limbs. You just want to find a doll that has similar limbs if you want to switch. Like, say you were making Skaya awake and Skaya asleep. And they do have both. They just don't have them right now. And you didn't want them to have identical limbs. I think Autumn's limbs would be a great substitute. They would be a little different. And even though their hands are still balled up, they wouldn't look exactly the same. What 2 babies are going to hold their hands in exactly the same position? I don't think any. But I like to keep extra limbs on hand. I have some in the closet over there with my kits already. And when I see a good buy on limbs, I'm going to snatch me a few more pairs because let's say, for example, they bring Emmy back. Emmy newborn. She has 1/4 limbs. I hate that. I hate the body she goes on. I just hate that she has 1/4 limbs. It's just hands and feet. And it's ugly. And so I want to get alternate limbs for her. So I have several pairs of limbs I can choose from. And she can have alternate limbs. And I like that. I like to be able to do that. And sometimes if a doll, and I'm going to use Maddox or Maggie as an example. Their head's kind of big, but their limbs are skinny and little. And I don't like them. They are funky looking. They got their fingers way splayed out in a funny position. And they have the same exact kit, except the torso is different. It's the same exact kit, every bit of it, the head and everything. And already, if you're going to have the same head, do you really want the same limbs too? I don't. A lot of times, I don't even make the torso. I just make the doll. And I'll want to give her or him a much bigger body, so they need bigger limbs too. So I'll switch their limbs too. And a lot of times I'll throw those limbs that I don't like in a box, and when the box just gets full, I'll sell them for spare parts or something. Just anything I can get for them is fine with me because, well, I just don't want them. And I don't want to keep them around either. I don't want to have them just floating around in my house for weeks and months when I'm trying to get some special price for them. I just stick them in a box. I put $30 on the box or something like that, and I sell them. It'll have a number of limbs. It might have a torso. It might have just whatever you don't want, you know. You just keep collecting up all those things you don't want and just get whatever you can for them. You know, you don't want to just keep holding them trying to get, I want $25 a limb. You know, I don't do that. Somebody else needs them. I want to help somebody else out anyway. And so there you go. I just give them the limbs. And I might start including them in box giveaways. I don't really know. I might include some limbs in those so people can have spare limbs. Not everybody likes the same limbs. Like, I don't like Maggie and Maddox's limbs, but you might. And there's other limbs I do like that you might not like. I mean, it's a preference. Some dolls I won't switch their limbs because it's almost like their signature, you know. That's not really a Clyde if it doesn't have Clyde limbs, you know. I want Clyde to have his limbs. I want Thomas to have his limbs. They're special dolls to me. And I save these little bags because, you know, when I'm sending things to people, you can put things in them. If you're afraid it might leak, like Exodus oil, for example, you know, it could leak onto other things. Stick it in a bag, you know. But anyway, the whole purpose of this video was to show you what you're going to get in the box. So if you win. So it's worth it, I think. It's worth a little bit of work to get it. So join the contest, and it's easy. Just ask people who might be interested in doll making to please subscribe to my page. And next time I think I'm going to ask for views on my videos, get people to watch my videos. I want to bump up the views. I don't know for sure what I'm going to ask until I get to the next one. I know I'm not doing one in February. It's just too soon. They're too close together, and people just don't want to participate that much. So I'm going to wait a while, maybe till March or April, and then I'm going to announce another. This one was expensive. I spent a lot of money on that box. All that stuff in there probably equals $100 or more, at least that much. And then there's the postage. It's heavy. It's going to be $25 at least postage. So this isn't a cheap giveaway. I'm not giving away garbage. It's good stuff, and it can be used by, for sure, heat set artists. But now, if you're a air dry artist and you don't want to do any heat set at all, you might not can use the paint. But the rest of the stuff is good. So, you know, if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to do the contest, just base it on what you're going to get if you win. Usually it's easy to win a box for me. Hardly anybody participates. It won't be like I'm drawing one name out of 50 people. 50 people never participate. So it'll be one name out of 3 or 4 people probably. You have a pretty good chance of winning, you know. Ask some of the people who've won in the past. They've won multiple contests because they're the only ones that enter. And when you're the only ones that enter, you're going to get something probably, you know. Last time I just couldn't leave. I only had 2 people, and I couldn't leave the other person out. I couldn't just draw one name out of 2. It didn't seem fair, really. So I sent them both a box. And this time it's only going to be one box. One box. And so I'm going to get it out to whoever has, well, if more than one person does it, then I'll have to draw. But if not, I've already got a winner. If nobody else enters, she's going to be the winner because she's done it. I've checked it to see. And she does it every time. She always enters. And she's won at least 2 boxes, I know. But hey, participation makes winners. That's all I can say. So please participate. It's fun. It's easy. I benefit. You benefit. Well, you'd benefit if you win. Let's put it that way. But I got more stuff. And for next time, for the box next time, I'll be sending a nice box that time too. It might not be this big, but this is the biggest box I've ever sent out to one person. I usually break it up into 2 to 3 boxes because there's 2 to 3 people that I feel like deserve a box because they, well, one won and the other 2 participated and they were the only 2 that did. So I sent them like a smaller consolation box. So I'm not doing that this time. So one person's going to get everything in that box that I showed you. All I'm going to do is tape it shut and put a label on it, and it's ready to go. So the next box may not have as many things, but it'll still have really good things. In the next box, I will definitely be sending this to somebody, as well as probably, I don't know what, but on this yeah, they didn't send rings for, they sent 2 40 millimeter rings, one 65 and one 70. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they're unsure which ring will fit on the neck. I don't know. Maybe they didn't send any for the arms, or maybe it was the legs. I don't know. I don't know which rings are supposed to go on which part of the doll. But that newborn supply beginner kit came out on this breakdown to being $70. Now they were having like a 60% off, I think. So I don't really know how much off it was. The $199 is the price that it would have been if you bought it at regular price, and it was $119. So it was $80 off, which they just they just took a little bit off of each thing. Like, instead of being 99 cents for the rings and plugs, they're like 29 cents, 40 cents, 38 cents, 39 cents, like that. Really, really cheap. This didn't go down much. It was $5 and something. Wow, that's a lot. It was not included in the kit. That's why they added it. But the body was $10 and the kit was $30. So $40 with a body for Autumn. That's pretty good, I think. And like I said, each thing has its own little price. They itemized it. So I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't just put $119 down. Beginner set with kit and body. I don't know, but that's what they did. But I'm really, really excited about getting these limbs. I love to get extra limbs, especially if they're a good price. You know, if they want $25 for an arm, I'm not getting that. But these are like, I think $6. $6 for the arms and $6 for the legs. I think that's what I paid. But anyway, it was a good buy. So I've stretched this video out to 33 minutes. So maybe I should end it now. Oh, and Bountiful Baby has on sale Charlie, the toddler, today. So if you're wanting to do a Charlie, today is your day. He's $99.97. That comes with the body and the armature. So if you're wanting to make a Charlie, get it for sure. So I don't know. He's a good buy. That's what the price was when I bought him, $99. He's regular $199, so he's half price. So you make you a Charlie, sell him for $500 to $700, you make a ton of money off of him. Now, I spent a lot of money on my Charlie. I got him special eyes, special hair. I got him 2 outfits that, you know, they weren't real cheap. Now, his overall set was on sale on clearance for $9.99, and I think they still have that overall set. It's the 18-month. I got the 18-month for him, and I bought him another outfit that was more expensive. It's 18 months too, and then he got the shoes, and he got socks, and he got underwear. I'm trying to think of what else he might have gotten. I gave him those little toys. I didn't really buy them for him. I bought them for another purpose, but I didn't use them. And so they're little trucks and things that can be his little toys. And I was planning on getting him like a little hat, maybe like a baseball cap or something. I don't know. But I never did. I never went back and got that. It doesn't mean I won't in the future, but I just don't want to spend a whole lot of money on him, especially if I have to go down to sell him. I don't want to go down, but he is a big doll. Imagine all your dolls that you have in stock for sale and that you have. I don't know how you store your dolls. I put mine on a shelf, and I just put up shelves in my room and just sit them on the shelves like they're on display, like they're my dolls. I keep them nice and dusted and make sure they're not dirty and stuff. And I just look at them and enjoy them while I'm waiting for them to sell. But now Charlie, he's big. You have to squeeze him onto a shelf because who puts their shelves that far apart? You want to get the most dolls up that you can. I have 60 something dolls posted right now for sale. And then there's the ones that are mine in my collection. It's a lot of dolls. And sometimes you're holding that doll for months because it hasn't sold yet. And so you need to have room for all your dolls. And Charlie takes up a lot of room. Not only that, he's very heavy and very big. And so he's just in the way, pretty much. It's not a doll I would want to keep, but I vowed to keep him if he doesn't sell. I am not giving him up for cheap. He will eventually sell. I think all dolls will eventually sell. Now, if you're asking for $1,000 for a mediocre doll, it's not going to sell. Nobody's ever going to buy that doll for that price. But you have to take a realistic look at your doll and go, what is a price that somebody would be willing to pay for this doll? And if you've ever sold any dolls, then you know. You know that about what they go for. You know about how long it takes to sell at that price. Now, nothing's set in stone. I've sold dolls in 2 hours. Also, 2 years. So, nothing's set in stone. It can be either or anything in between. But literally, Harlow was one of the best-selling dolls. I made 2 of her. She's discontinued. Well, she's out of stock. I don't want to call her discontinued. I think they're going to bring her back. But right now, she's out of stock. And I don't like her. I think she's ugly. But anyway, she sold so quick. The first one sold in a matter of hours. I posted her, cha-ching, she sold. And then the second one I made sold in a few days. Another good seller is Michael. He sells really good. Spencer used to sell like hotcakes. I made so many Spencers. But he's just like, oh yeah, him again, He's an older doll, and everybody who wants a Spencer probably has one by now. Now, I did sell the last Spencer I made just the other day. A lady told me that she was going to the hospital to have a surgery, and she wanted to take a doll with her so that while she was recovering in the hospital, she'd have something to hold. Also, she said she was up in years, and she figured a nursing home was in her future, and she wanted to have a doll that she could cuddle with, And he's a rather chubby little cuddly doll anyway, He's very cute. He's got those chubby little fat cheeks. I used to call him cute little chubby cheeks. And anyway, I've made him into a girl even. He makes a cute little girl. And he has, he's 3/4 arms and legs. So he can be very soft feeling. Dolls that have this upper part of their arm as cloth, when you're snuggling them up to you, they feel softer than the ones that have vinyl going all the way up. You can only imagine if this part of the arm was clothy, that when it's up against you, it's just going to feel softer than this vinyl's going to feel. And so that's what she wanted. She wanted a 3/4 doll. She got a 3/4 doll. And I left him in his little outfit. I just felt bad that she was going to have a surgery. And she was going to have to fall back on a doll to comfort her instead of people. That just seemed odd. But anyway, I felt for her, so I don't usually leave them in their prop outfits to send them to their homes, because you know you spend a lot more money on prop outfits, and they're for pictures. They're not really for giving away. So I change them into something else, and sometimes a sleeper, sometimes a onesie outfit. You know, just something cheaper than those prop outfits, and but I just left him in his because I wanted her to have a cute doll. And anyway, so she's got a cute doll. And anyway, I'm taking up a lot of time here. That's 40 minutes and 42 seconds we're at now. So I'm going to end the video. So please enter the contest, and please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And happy reborning.